To start this round, we're going to have Thorgar take a step into here and then go ahead and unlock this door. But that means he has to draw a trap card. We'll flip our trap card and we have Flames. Unless save, each hero within one area suffers 1 HP per soul rank divided by 2 and then fire 2. Oh. Okay, so what I'm going to say is for the werewolves, they don't have a soul rank, so I'm going to just say they each suffer 1 point of damage, and then they're each going to automatically suffer the fire 2. So I'm going to put that on both of them. He is most certainly not within range 1 of Icarus, so he'll just roll 1 die. There's the star. He saved. Now here's the thing. We can see this shadow token, so let's go ahead and flip it. We have another enemy with an extra power. We'll flip our enemy card, and we have another green skeleton. It's going to gain 2 powers then. So we have, if wounded, all attacks performed by this enemy are critical. Oh. Then he gets his extra 1. We have Sonic Weapon. All attacks are -2 to the armor. And I'm realizing with the way that we're playing, we're going to have to draw 1 extra 1. So we also have Magic Armor. Boy, he's got 3 blasted powers. Thorgar has spent 1 movement and 1 action. He'll go ahead and spend his second movement to move here. Let's read Waypoint Token 2. Beyond the door, the hero reaches one of the arcane crypts belonging to the Undead Lord. In the room, the air is searing and rivers of lava erupt with tall flames. A blood-red gem hovers in the air, surrounded by the raging fire, over an altar on the opposite side of the room. Oh, come on, last one! As the hero enters the room, undead guardians rise to protect the blood gem. We have to place the blood gem undamaged side in the story event 2 area. Excluding the waypoint 2 area, place a fire 2 token in each other location on the map tile, and remove waypoint 2 from the quest. I have a lot of different options here as to what I can do. It's just a question of what do I want to do. I think what I'm going to do for my action 2 is I'm going to use my heal wounds here, and I'm going to heal my 4 HP of damage. That'll mean I'm healed to full, which is great. Then I'm going to use my third action, and I'm going to try and bash him out of that location. I'll use my Blessed Hammers. I'll roll these up. Look at all those lightnings. I can actually critical him and bash him. And I did 1 point of damage, but he does have 2 magic armor, so we'll just take 1 of the magic armor off. He'll only have 1, but I will use 1 lightning bolt to critical him. So let me grab from the critical bag. Come on, be something great. Be something absolutely great. KO him. Okay, well, he doesn't have any armor. He can be KO'd, so I'll knock him over. And I'll go ahead and bash him out of this room into here. Now I could spend my final movement to move in there, and I don't see why I wouldn't. I was planning on it. I'm going to move in there. I'll take a fire 2, and then we'll read Story Event 2. The crimson gemstone floats within the grasp of the hero. The flames reflect on its surface, darkening the black blood inside. As evil a substance as the Undead Lord is made of, the hero just has to reach out and destroy the artifact. Any non-engaged hero, which we have, moving over this area can spend a combat activity to destroy the blood gem. We're definitely doing that. Are we going to be 3 for 3? We are. Look at that. That's a hit. Under the hero's blow, the gem cracks and then explodes. The blood dissolves into crimson mist and heals the hero while severely damaging the Undead Lord. Flip the blood gem token in the Story Event 2 area to the damage side. The party gains 3 more soul shards, so we'll go to 28. Then we have the active hero. I forgot about this. I need to remember. I didn't need to heal. Oh well. 3 HP and removes 1 body condition. I don't have any. Assign the Menace token 2. So instead of it being on Icarus, it's going to be back on Thorgar. And then place the Story Event 2 card on top of the event deck. We then have our usual. The purple Undead Lord becomes exhausted. And then now, if there are 3 damaged blood gems, go to 7.24. Before their very eyes, the ethereal form of the Lord of Death dissolves, leaving behind the mortal skeleton of the Lich. Without the blood gems protecting it, the Undead Lord knows it is in danger, so it assumes a more aggressive attitude towards the heroes.
I will annihilate each of you with the most painful death, and then I will resurrect you just to kill you again and again. Timeless suffering will reward your foul deeds and stupidity.
With a quick gesture, the Lich casts its pendant to the ground, once again opening a dark portal to summon its dreadful ally, the ghost of Sir Vorn, the most lethal Death Knight who ever existed. As the faithful Undead Knight advances, the Lich teleports itself into another room north of the temple. Move the purple undead lord to the waypoint X in the 33B map tile. Remove the locked door between 33B and 27A. Yeah, I still have that locked. I didn't deal with that, so we'll remove that from the board. Discard any body conditions or effects from the purple undead lord. Oh no, his lightning bolts are going to be in effect again. And we're going to have to flip him to the Lich form scroll side. Starting now, the purple undead lord can suffer HP and can be killed as normal. When the purple undead lord dies, go to 7.31. Place the red death knight, him again, 20B map tile area. When the red death knight dies, remove it from the quest. If we can't do any of these things now, so we can't ask for any help. It's just us. Here we have our death knight. He's going to gain 2 powers. My powers deck is almost gone. His first one is the corrosive weapon. All of his attack types inflict +2 and lethal 2. Unless saved, this victim discards 1 random item from their inventory. And his second one is this enemy gains flying, so we're not going to be able to KO him. Seriously? And he goes airborne? Oh my gosh. I also just want you to see the Lich Forms card. The big thing is I don't have to worry about charges anymore. He doesn't use any more charges. Amazing. I kept forgetting that. He just has a dark presence, so he's considered 3 characters, okay, when controlling an area. He does still have his Spell of Doom. He's got Raise Skeleton, Teleport. He has a Necro Drain. Oh man. And he still has his Dragon Staff and Necro Touch. And he could potentially heal himself. Oh, and over here, what's important to note is he only has 3 magic armor. He rolls 3 blue dice for defense. Stars are considered +1. And he has 46 health instead of 26. Well, our goal is simple. Kill that Lich. Let's go ahead and reveal our encounter card. Activate 2 enemies. One will have to be the purple Dark Lord, and then the second one will be the green skeleton because that one's controlled by Thorgar. Currently, Thorgar is the one that has the menace token, so he definitely cannot see him, so he'll just move to engage. If the victim's bleeding, he's not, so he's going to use the Spell of Doom. Spell of Doom, toss the token, we'll roll the die. Either place the token in the undead's area, unless save, each hero that moves into this area suffers 1 HP and becomes exhausted. Or here, if it's this one, attack all heroes in its area with 3/3/3. A gremlin is a bleeding, and a star is a bash and a KO. Oh. This is where we may have spread ourselves a little bit too thin. We've got our token, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll roll a 5. So we're going to place this in his location. I feel like I always get this side. Oh well. I do think that center tile still activates as well, so we'll roll here, and it's going to move 45 degrees this way. The green skeleton will activate next. It's going to attack Thorgar because he's within range 1. We have 2 auto successes with his Cursed Bow. That's what he needs to do, is attack with his Cursed Bow. He has 2 because right now Thorgar is dominated by that Lich King. And we'll roll 2 red dice, and we get a lightning bolt, so that will exhaust Thorgar. And Thorgar's getting hit for 3 points of damage. He has 1 magic armor, so we'll block 1 of those. This is -1 armor, so he has no other armor. He'll just roll 2 blue dice for defense, and he blocks both of those. After doing all that fun stuff, he'll go ahead and jump himself over here and move away. Okay, so now we have Ariel and Icarus left. I don't think any of them can get over here. Well, Ariel might be able to. I could have Ariel come and try and attack this green skeleton, or I could have her go and try and take care of that red dark Death Knight. The problem is all of her big attacks are all used, so I think she's just going to try and come over here and help with the green skeleton. We'll have her move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is within range 2 of that green skeleton, so she's going to have him suffer just a straight 2 HP. We're going to go ahead and power up our Mystic Scepter. We're going to spend 2 soul shards to do so. We're going to spend our first action focusing. So we have 3 auto successes. And actually, I'm going to put these up for now, just because if we are able to get AoE with a range of 1, we can actually hit the Lich Lord as well. So we have 3 automatic successes because we're focusing. We'll roll 3 blue and 1 red. Come on. We've got a lightning and we've got a star. So stars means we get to ignore all the armor. Great. Let's go ahead and do the skeleton first. So we're hitting him for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're negating his armor, so he has no armor. However, he is resistant to non-blunt attacks. So we're actually only hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. He has 1 magic armor, so we're going to deal 3 points of damage to him, plus the 2 that were already on him, so he has 5 points of damage. Great, that was him. Now let's do the Lich King. So for the Lich King, we're hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. He has 3 magic armor that he'll have to discard, and that means we'll reduce this by 3. And then we've got 3 more points of damage coming in, but he gets to roll 3 blue dice for defense, and he blocks 2 damage, but you know what? That's 1 damage down. We've pushed him down to 45 damage, or health. The advantage for us is we have 2 combat activities. Let's go ahead and do this again. So we'll roll these up. Okay, we have a lightning bolt, so that means we get to hit both of them again. And we have the star, so we can ignore the armor on the skeleton. For the skeleton, we have to remove 2 of these hits. We have 2 remaining. That will be enough to kill him. We just have to not roll a shield like that. Because we didn't roll a shield, he's dead. Awesome, she just took him out. So he'll give us the 2 soul shards back that we just used. 1, 2, we're at 28. And he will drop a loot token in his space. Now for the Lich King, he'll just go ahead and roll 3 blue dice for defense. He blocks for 2, so we'll take these 2 off. He still gets hit for 2 more points of damage. That will put him down to 43. Awesome. You can never be unhappy when you take out a skeleton and do some damage to the Lich King. We'll flip over, activate all green enemies. Otherwise, all enemies attack their closest hero in line of sight with their offhand weapon. Well, you guys, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure this red Death Knight has line of sight to Ariel. So he's going to go ahead and attack Ariel. Now, I did kind of know that. I could have made her go invisible, but I didn't want him to raise skeletons, and so that's why I didn't do that. Didn't take into account that he would just attack with his offhand weapon. So yeah, this might mean that Icarus is going to have to come over here and engage him. This might hurt a little bit. We're getting attacked for a total of 6 auto hits, 4 plus the 2 from here. We'll roll 1 blue and 1 red. Oh man. Lethal 3, that doesn't matter because she doesn't have any regular armor. And then the recharge doesn't matter too because he hasn't used that. So she's getting attacked for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 damage. She has 4 magic armor. So she'll use the 4 magic armor here to block 1, 2, 3, 4. But that means she is going to roll 2 blue dice, and she's otherwise getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. She'll roll these up. Okay, she blocked 2 of them. So she takes 2 points of damage. That brings her to 4 total damage out of 7 health. And of course, she's going to have to save, and she does not save. So that means she's randomly going to lose something from her inventory. Well, I can't flip them upside down. I just won't look. Oh my gosh, what is she going to lose? She lost the living fire. Ah, dang it, that's an attack. The Lich King will now attack, but first we'll roll this up, and we're going to have this area move back the way that it did before, this way. And now let's have him attack offhand on Thorgar. And of course, I forgot about the frost skin when Ariel was attacking, so let's go ahead and just see if she'll be slowed. Let's roll this up. No, she's good. Okay, sorry about that. Now we'll move to the Necro Touch. So this is going to be 4 auto successes because he's definitely dominating Thorgar. And then it's 1 red and 3 blue dice. And let's see what he gets. He definitely gets the lightning bolt and the star. So the lightning bolt is he heals 3 to himself. So remember how I did 3 points of damage to him? Yeah, that didn't last long. He's back to full health at 46. And he's going to Necro Drain. Necro Drain is, if triggered, this enemy gains a +1 Act 1 power. Now, you can only have 1 of these, but let's go ahead and grab an Act 1 power. And we'll grab this one. We'll flip it this way. All attacks against this enemy is -1. Oh, why the heck not? Thorgar is getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. He does have 1 armor. I don't see anything here that's negating that armor. So he'll block that one and then roll 4 blue dice. He gets 1, 2, 2 defense. So we'll block these 2. That means he takes 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Well, that was a heck of a lot of fun. Not. We'll end with Icarus. Icarus is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump into here, and he is going to attack this Death Knight like nobody's business. First thing we'll do, we'll activate Aggressive Stance, giving us +2 attack and -2 to defending. Then we're going to use our throwing hammers. We'll give him a roll, and of course I throw my red die off the board. So let me roll it here. Okay, lots of lightnings. So we hit him for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, because we can use this here. So 4 total damage. He has 2 armor, so we'll stop these with that. And then this one will hit one of his magic armor, and then the lightning bolt will hit the other. So he has only 1 magic armor left. Then what we're going to do is spend 5 soul shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to power up our Avenger's Blade. Okay, this is going to be great. We are attacking with 6 auto hits. We're going to use our Elixir of Strength to give us +2. So that's 6 + 2 is 8, plus 2 more is 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then we're going to focus for 11. Now this is not a bash, so I have to remove 2 of these. I'm then going to roll 2 red and 1 blue. I'm also going to have this, so if I roll a star, I can also fire 1 him. I'll roll these up. I've got a star, so I'll go ahead and place a fire 1 on him. He has 2 armor, so we'll remove these 2, and then he has 1 magic armor, and then I'm hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Oh man, that's great, but still not enough. He has 19 health. We'll then use our third and final action to do our accurate strike. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 total successes. We'll take 2 off because this is a non-blunt attack. We'll roll these up. Beautiful, that's what I wanted to see. And extra beautiful, that is what we call a critical. We'll go ahead and grab from the bag, and our critical is 2 points of damage. Beautiful. So that puts him at a total of 9 damage, and I swear I can count. That's actually 10 damage. Now he still has 2 armor, so we'll negate these 2 points of damage, but we still did 2 because he is an undead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. 10 plus the 10 that we already have on him. I think we just took him out. Oh, Icarus, my man. Now I had to use all the stops, and you know, that Lich is still there, but now we only have the Lich. We don't have the Death Knight. To me, that's worth it. 9 soul shards. I will totally take that for spending 5. So we'll go up to 32. Well, I have to say that was a pretty amazing turn by Icarus, taking out a red Death Knight on his own. That was a retribution for attacking Ariel. Take that. We have Bloodlust. Activate all wounded enemies. Well, he would have been wounded, except for he healed him freaking self. So we have activate all enemies using their plus regardless of range. First thing we need to do is roll a blue die, and it's just going to keep going back and forth. It's going to turn this way again. And then he's going to attack with move to engage. If the victim is bleeding, no. Thorgar's still not bleeding, actually. So he's going to use Spell of Doom again. So we'll roll a d6, and let's see what we get. We get a 3. Bummer. That means he's going to attack Thorgar with a 4, 3, 3. It's 4 because, once again, he's dominating Thorgar. So I'll give these a roll. And let's see, he gets a gremlin, of course, so that's going to cause him to bleed, which is exactly what he needs. So he's going to be bleeding. He can't use actions. He gets a star as well, so that means he's going to be bashed and KO'd, so he can't use his armor. Not that he was going to be using his armor anyways. I don't even want to know how much damage he's getting attacked with. I just know I get to roll 4 blue dice for defense. Those are all blocked. That's awesome. So we'll remove these 4. So Thorgar will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. That puts him at 9 points of damage. He only has 14 total health, so he has 5 health remaining. And you know what, you guys? I have totally forgotten I have this protection sphere. Well, that's my fault for not using it. We'll move to that end of round. We'll go ahead and discard Story Event 2, and then we'll move to the time phase. During the time phase, each of these werewolves will take 1 point of damage. I really got to get them to do something. Thorgar will get his 10th point of damage. His bleeding will go down. Icarus will heal by 1. We can regenerate all of our shields. Everyone's going to get their shields, and then let's go ahead and put our powers, tick our powers down. We're all set and ready to go for the next round. Unfortunately, I get to draw another encounter card. Oh, and I do want to mention the fire up here in this location is also going to all tick down to 1. We'll go ahead and flip our encounter card, and we have Corrupted Will. Activate all F enemies, so that means the Lich is going to be activated. Oh, but before I forget, Frostskin is going to get discarded, and we're now going to get a new power, Negative Energy. All heroes performing attacks in this enemy's area cannot use lightning bolts or star results. And don't forget, he still has the hard skin. Let's first have him roll for the rotation. Oh, yeah, so we're going to keep rotating this way. The Undead Lord will be using his top ability here, and it says if the victim is bleeding, attack with the Necro Touch. So Necro Touch is 3 auto, plus he's dominating, so 4 auto successes, 1 red and 3 blue, but we are going to use our Protection Sphere this time. We are going to use the level 4, so it's -2 hits. Thank goodness, and that's going to be until the next time phase. So we'll roll 1 red and 3 blue dice, and let's see what he gets. First things first, he has the Necro Drain, so that means he's going to replace this hard skin with the final power that we have, the level 1 of this, and he now has the Illusionary Images. This enemy gains 1 image token. Unless no tokens remain before defending, roll a blue die. If you roll a shield, discard 1 token and ignore the attack. Yeah, because that's exactly what we need. We're getting attacked for a total of 4 points of damage. We do have 1 magic armor, so that'll be negated by 1. And we still have that 1 armor left, so actually we'll negate this by 2. So it's only 2 blue dice we need to roll this time. And that's a shield, that's not, so we'll take 1 point of damage. That will put us to 11 points of damage. I'm realizing that Thorgar was knocked over, so he wouldn't have had 1 armor. There we go. He would have been able to roll 1 more blue die, though, and he blocked that additional damage. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and start with Thorgar. He is ready for some retribution. First thing he's going to do is a free action. So yes, he's exhausted. He can't do regular action activities, but this is a free action. He'll heal 2 HP and remove all body conditions. So he'll remove this one and this one. He will take a point of damage to do that, though. So he'll go to 12 damage and then heal by 2. So now he only has a whopping 10 points of damage. He's going to spend his first movement point to stand back up, and he's going to pick up this loot token. He gets a treasure. He'll grab this one, and he gets a bag of crowns, gain 100 gold. Great. Totally useless right now. He's going to go ahead and bless himself, giving himself attack +1 and defend +1. So he's going to have +1 attack. He's going to start with his blessed hammers. So he's going to roll 1 red and 1 blue and have 2 auto successes. He'll give him a roll, and he gets 2 lightning bolts. Great. So he can bash, which actually I don't think I want to bash, but I do want to critical for sure. So let's grab from our bag of criticals, and we'll get -2 total health. Awesome. So I'll just have him take that here. He'll go down to 44. That will be his max health now. Sweet. He's getting attacked for 4 points of damage. He has 3 magic armor, but before we do any of that, I need to roll a blue die, and if he rolls a shield, he's going to negate this attack completely. And he doesn't roll a shield. Awesome. So that means he loses the 3 magic armor, and he will negate 3 damage here. He'll roll 1 blue die for the final attack. He blocks that one. Okay, so that's a bummer. We're then going to go ahead and use our Call of Lightning. We haven't used this in a while. It is time to bring the rain of the lightning on to this Undead Lord. We are going to have the additional success. We're not using an action because I want to keep my 2 actions for activating those 2 werewolves that we have. So I have 2 auto successes, rolling 3 red and 3 blue. And looking at this, I think I am going to re-roll this one. The lethal does not matter, so this one, and then I'll keep all 3 of these. I get to re-roll this because I'm using my Divine Aid, so I'll re-roll both of these. Beautiful. That is another 1, 2, 3 hits. First thing we have to see is, does he roll a shield? And he did not, which is amazing. So that means this illusionary image still hasn't taken effect. So then we will simply roll 3 blue dice for defense. And he gets 1, 2 defense. He'll block these 2, but he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's down to 37 health. For my final 2 actions, I'm going to activate the 2 werewolves we have. Both of them will move to engage and attack with claws. Unfortunately, though, this will mean they will both suffer 1 more fire 1, so they'll have 2 fire 1s on them. But at this point, I don't really care. I want them to hit this guy. We'll do the green werewolf first. We'll roll these up. He is hitting for a total of 3 damage. The Undead Lord rolls 3 blue dice for defense. But before that, we see if the illusionary token is used. Yes, it is. Okay, so finally that token is being used, and that means that attack is totally negated. Now we're going to have the second attack. This one has 1 automatic success, and then 3 red dice. So we'll pick those up. We'll roll them up. And wow, these 2 are useless. We did 3 total points of damage here, and he will roll 3 blue dice for defense. He only blocks for 1, so he'll take 2 more. He'll go down to 35. All right, Undead Lord, what are you going to do? We have fresh meat. Activate all enemies in full health state. He is not in full health. Otherwise, all enemies use their evil power. Oh, and you know what his evil power is? That will be the Spell of Doom. So first we'll roll to see if that center tile moves, and then we'll activate the Spell of Doom. We'll roll a blue die, and we get a hit, so it's going to turn this way. We have our token 1 through 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 4, 5, and 6, so this is just going to be placed in that same area again. That means that any stars that are being used... Now, I'm realizing, you guys, this says place this token in the Undead Lord's area. Unless save, each hero moving into this area suffers 1 HP and becomes exhausted. I have no idea how that would work with these werewolves. I think they don't save, so they're just going to suffer 1 HP each right now. So they're going to have 3 points of damage. We'll do it that way. We're going to go ahead and have Icarus go next. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to say, Thorgar, you've been awesome. I've got this. He's going to move into this location. That means he'll take fire 1, and we'll have to save, and we got it. Look at that. Star. Perfect. Now, if I look here, this says, that's all it says. Unless save, each hero moving into this area suffers 1 HP and becomes exhausted. There's nothing about the star being negated. That was the other side. So that means we can maybe actually do some damage. We can most certainly spend the 5 soul shards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to power up our weapon again. So we have 6 automatic successes for that. We also now have a total of 6 characters in that location. That's why I wanted those werewolves there. So we have 2 werewolves and Icarus. Each are considered 2 characters. And so that means we're at 6 to the 3 for that Lich King. So we're going to attack with 6 automatic successes, 1 for dominating and 1 for focusing. So we're using our first action to focus. So that's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to roll our 3 dice here. And we do have a star and a lightning bolt. This one's useless. So first of all, the star, we're going to give him fire 1. Why the heck not? And you know what? I'm going to take that back because guess what? He has a negative aura right now. So because of that, we don't get to do the fire. And that means we don't get to do the +2 damage with that. Bummer. That's okay. We're still hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total damage. He'll roll 3 blue dice. He blocks for 1. That's going to put him to 26 health. Heck yeah. That will also mean this 2 will go down to a 1 on Thorgar. I need to do another point of damage to him so I can get that off of him. Well, that's also not the case because Icarus has the taunt if need be. For action 2, we'll go ahead and do our once per round. All enemies in your area suffer 1 HP. So he's just going to take a point of damage. He'll go to 25. That will then push the menace token over to us. We'll also be able to heal by 1. So we'll go up, well, we only have 1 point of damage, so we're going to heal that. We're unfortunately not going to be able to KO him because he's flying. We'll go ahead and use our throwing hammers for our final action. We get 1 auto success because we're dominating. We'll roll these up. We can't use the lightning bolts. Gosh, that would have been great if we could. We're doing 3 hits. He can roll 3 blue dice for defense, and he's going to block all 3. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted to make sure I did some damage to him. He's now probably getting pretty pissed. And we're going to get fight. Yeah, he's just going to get into an all-out fight with us. Activate 3 enemies. Well, it looks like our Undead Lord is going to run away from us. Wimp. If the victim is bleeding, no, Icarus is not bleeding. He's going to do Raise Skeleton. So that says, if able, activate the closest skeleton enemy in play. Otherwise, spawn a skeleton in his area. That's annoying. We'll go ahead and draw a skeleton. We know it's going to be blue. Yeah, and we're going to put that in our area. I need to draw a power card, but all of our power cards have been used, so I'm going to shuffle those up quick. This blue skeleton will get Life Drain, so if his weapon does any damage, it'll heal 4 HP to self. And then, of course, the Lich King is going to run away. He's going to move to the shield location, and I forgot about rotating the middle tile, so let's do that quick. We have got a hit, so that means it's going to rotate this way. Well, that is one gosh darn full room. And he's going to teleport himself all the way over here. Look at this, though. All of these people are over here. Our last hero to go will be Ariel. First thing she's going to do is she's going to move 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then dash for 5 for 1 action. When she did that move into Thorgar's location, she's going to use this to heal him 8 health, so he only has 2 points of damage. So much better than 10. She'll then go ahead and throw some dancing lights into that Lich King's face. Basically, the only thing that's going to matter is the -1. We're going to do just the level 1. He'll have -1 hit for the rest of the round. We're also going to power up our magic scepter. So we're going to put this down to 25 total soul shards. That way, at least we got a couple extra hits. We are within range 2, so we're going to attack him for 2 damage. I'm not going to focus because I want to keep my action for invisibility because I don't want to be targeted, because I am going to do 2 combat actions since I can. So we're rolling 1 red and 3 blue dice. I only had 2 in my hand. Here we go. 1 red, 3 blue dice. Already doing 2 hits, and that's terrible. We're doing a total of 3 hits. The lightning bolt AoE, that doesn't help us. 3 total points of damage. He'll roll 3 blue dice for defense, and he blocks 2. So he'll get hit for 1 point of damage. That'll put him down to 24. And then the menace token will be pushed over to her. Then she's going to go ahead and try this a second time. Come on, roll a little better than that, would you? Come on, lots of hits. No, instead we're only hitting him for 1 whopping point of damage. And we'll roll a blue die for defense, and he blocks it. Man. Okay, then we'll go ahead and use our invisibility. So we have to give the menace token to somebody else, and I think I'm actually going to give it to Thorgar. The only reason is because I don't want him so far away in Icarus's location. We'll flip our encounter card, and we have activate all blue enemies. Well, who would have thought? We've got a blue skeleton. He'll activate, not the Lich Lord. Well, and get this. He is going to go for the most wounded character. That's the 2 werewolves. So I'll have him go for the blue werewolf because he rolls more dice and they have the exact same amount of damage of 3. So he'll attack with shield and then attack with Xiphos. And you know what? I'm wrong. The green werewolf only has 13 health, so he's more wounded. So he's going to attack the green werewolf. So he's doing 1 auto with 3 blue dice for the shield, and he does get, no, he doesn't get a lightning bolt, so that doesn't happen. He does a total of 3 points of damage. That werewolf, though, gets to roll 2 blue dice, and a lightning bolt is considered a defense. So he gets 1 defense, so he'll just take 2 points of damage. That'll put him up to 5 points of damage. He is then, though, unfortunately, going to get attacked by the Xiphos, which is 2 auto successes, and actually the SS is great, doesn't do anything. 3 total hits. He'll roll 2 blue dice for defense again, and he blocks none of it. So he'll take 3 damage. That puts him to a total of 8 damage. That will end this round. We'll go ahead and discard this really old event, the Soul Recall. Remember when we flipped that? That feels like ages ago. And then we'll move to the time phase. First things first, before I forget, we'll flip and switch our enemy power. He now has a sonic weapon instead of the negative aura. We then have a ton of cleanup to do here. Icarus would take a point of damage and then heal. We have, unfortunately, both of these werewolves will take 2 points of damage. This one will go away. This one will go down to a 1. It's probably the same with this one. I probably missed that. So he'll have a total of 10 damage, and he'll have a total of 5 damage. Thorgar will also take a point of damage and then remove this fire. And then let's go ahead and refresh his 1 armor and then refresh all of our powers. And here's the thing. Look at Ariel. She is so ready. She's got her Ice Storm, her Ice Manipulator, and Magic Bolt ready. Yeah, I'm thinking I might activate her first. I'm a little bit worried she's at 4 health, or 4 damage, so she only has 3 health. I can always fix that. I do have bandages, I think, in here. But of course, we first need to draw our encounter card, and we have Master Assault, activate all purple enemies. Oh yeah, he's going to be activated. First things first, let's see if he rotates the location. He does. Oh, this is really going to move. It hasn't been this way in ever. And then what he'll do, since he cannot see Thorgar, he's going to move to engage. Thorgar is not bleeding, so he's going to use the Spell of Doom. And we know what the Spell of Doom is. This is a 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4, 5, 6. And, okay. So yeah, we're just going to place this down again. This just means if anyone moves into that area, they're going to have to save. If they can't save, they suffer 1 point of damage and become exhausted. So now, moving to our next round, I think I am going to start with Ariel. She's going to come over here for 2 movement, and she's going to have a lot of fun. Action 1, she's going to use her Astral Cape and steal 2 of his magic armor, so he only will have 1 magic armor remaining. Then we'll go ahead and magic bolt him, putting him down to 22 total health. Then we'll use our dancing lights on him, just simply so he gets -2 hits for the rest of the round. We're going to go ahead and double ice attack this guy. We're going to start with our ice storm and focus for our second action. That's going to give us 4 automatic successes, and we're going to roll these up. We're doing 8 total damage to him. He's got 1 magic armor, so he'll stop 1 of these, and then he rolls 3 blue dice. He's got 2 defense, so he'll take 2, 4, 5 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's down to 17 health. This also means that we are going to be taking this menace token. We're then going to use our ice manipulator here. We'll roll this up. We're hitting him for a total of 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll roll 3 dice. I'll just re-roll this one. He blocks 3 of them, so we only did 2 more points of damage. Oh, man. He is at 15 health. So he's down, but he's definitely not out. That will also push our menace token over to 2. We'll go ahead and flip our encounter card. I'm a little bit worried. And we get Dark Ritual. Activate all M enemies. Fortunately, the skeleton is strength, so it's just going to be the Undead Lord. First things first, we'll roll and a shield, so that means that this location will move a little bit to the right. And he's going to go ahead and attack Ariel now with the Dragon Staff and then move to engage. Now the Dragon Staff is 3 auto successes, 2 red, 1 blue. Normally it'd be -2 armor, but she doesn't have any armor anyways. He'll roll up. Oh my gosh, that's great. He hit for, and he's got a lightning bolt. She will be bleeding. That's actually a bit brutal. We'll grab that, put that on her. But she's getting hit for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Well, she's got 4 magic armor to block all of that. And then he's going to move to engage her. He may only have 15 health left, but he is definitely still a menace. At this point, I'm going to have Icarus go next, and I'm actually going to have him use and activate his werewolves first. So he's going to activate his blue werewolf. Now, we have 2, 4, 6 to 1, so we can move out of this area no problem. Oh, and I should mention, all of this fire should be gone now, because at the end of the round, that would have been removed. So we will have him move up 2 areas here, and he's going to attack with his claws. We have 1 auto success and 3 red dice. We're looking at a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 total hits. He'll roll 3 blue dice. For defense, he'll block for 2, so he'll still take 2 points of damage. That'll put him down to 13. Let's go ahead and do our second action, and we're also going to have this werewolf move into there. We have a total of 5 characters to the 3, so we still don't dominate, but we'll roll just 3 red dice for this attack, and we get 3 hits. Come on. Come on, you know you don't want to block all 3 of these like you have been. Let's see. Well, it'd be nice if I actually rolled this in here. We've got only 1, so he'll go down by 2. He'll go down to 11 total health. We're getting him there. Now, I should mention, since our companions dealt damage to him, we actually will grab this menace token, because the first time it would move down to a 1 for Ariel, and the second time we would take control of it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do our activation. So the first thing we're going to do is move into this area. Now, if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're dominating. That's exactly what I wanted. For our third action, before we attack, we're going to go ahead and throw some holy water at him. We're going to roll a red die, and we got a hit. Awesome. He's just going to suffer 3 damage. So he's going to go 10, 9, 8. He's at 8 health. All we have to do is 8 damage, you guys, and we could take him out right here. Thorgar, I believe in you. We start with 4 auto hits because we are dominating. We're going to roll 1 red and 3 beautiful blue dice. Come on, I want to see lots of hits. That is actually not bad at all. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we get to draw a critical. So let's grab from this bag, and we get -1 health. So he'll go down to 7. Beautiful. So he has 7 health left. Now he gets to roll for defense. And let's see what he gets. And he gets 2 defense. We did a total of 8 damage, so that's 6. Are you serious? He's going to go all the way down to 1 health. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe we are literally 1 health away. We have fresh meat. Activate all enemies in full health state. Well, yeah, actually, we have that undead skeleton. And now it's only Icarus that's there. So, yeah, okay. That means he's going to attack with a shield and then attack with Xiphos. The attack with the shield is 1 auto success and 3 blue dice. He's got no lightning bolt, so no smite, but he's hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Icarus has 2 magic armor, so he'll block these 2, and then he still has 2 remaining regular armor, so he'll block these 2. Ha! Yeah, shield on shield, man. That's not going to do anything. Now we're going to grab the 2 here, and we're going to roll 2 red dice for this attack. And let's see, he does get a lightning bolt, so poor Icarus will be bleeding. He doesn't even care. He doesn't care. He's just going to move out of that area next round. He's getting attacked for 3 damage. We've got 2 armor, so we're going to block these 2. We've got 1 point of damage coming in. We'll roll a blue die. That's a star. Let's say he re-rolls it, and that's a star, so he'll actually take a point of damage. That's his first one. All right, you undead lord. What I'm going to do for Icarus's turn is I'm going to move out of this area. It's going to cause me to suffer 1 HP since I am doing an activity and I'm bleeding. So I have 2 points of damage now. But I'm going to move into this area for our movement 2. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 to 3. We're going to dominate. We're also, because I want to, we're going to power up our Avenger's Blade. So we're going to go all the way down to 20 soul shards. We're going to power up that Avenger's Blade and just kill him. But that's going to cause us to take a 3rd point of damage. Now remember, the reason I can move out of that area with that blue skeleton is because I dominated him. When you dominate, you don't have any reaction attacks if you leave the area. So we have 6 automatic successes, plus then 1 for dominating and then 1 for focusing. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. A total of 8 successes, rolling 2 red and 1 blue. We got a lightning bolt, which is going to be considered 2 more successes. So I'll just flip this to a 2, plus this one. Yeah, he rolls 3 blue dice. He blocked 2 of them. Yeah, Icarus with the final blow. After countless hits, the Lich's body breaks apart and falls to pieces. The bones splinter around the temple, crumble to dust, and fade to black smoke that dissolves in the air. The battle is over, and the power of the gods return to this one dark temple. Silence falls on the land of the Talon Coast. The silence of peace? If Quest 7 Rygar is dead was noted, no, I didn't note anything. Otherwise, go to 7.32. Marcus enters the throne room, carrying the weakened body of Prince Rygar. As King Rustan before him, Prince Rygar will reign. Under his guidance, the kingdom will know prosperity and peace. Only the gods know what the future holds for us, but thanks to you, keepers of the kingdom, even the unknown appears much less menacing. Well, I hope so. That was an epic quest. With the undead lord's demise, the heroes are finally free from the sorcery that guided their souls and their destiny, but the immense power of immortality given by the soul gems remain, and no one will ever know if this is a gift from the gods or from High Priest Claudius, who first summoned the heroes. Each hero is now free to choose his own path, either returning to eternal rest or facing new challenges as a powerful immortal in the service of the gods.
You are at one with all living things. You have power beyond imagination. Use it well, immortal hero.
We're going to gain 15 soul shards, and then each hero gains 3 treasure cards. We're going to get rid of the glass vial and the Ex Mortis card, which I never even saw. Gosh, I love that. I mean, I could totally play this again and see different things. Also, because we killed the Lich King, I think we gained 20 soul shards for that. So that's 20 plus the 15. That's 35 soul shards. You can see here, here's the 20, not to mention we'll gain 2 additional treasures. So we're each going to get 3, so that's 9 plus 2 more, that's 11 treasures. Here we have our top 11 treasure cards. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I'll decide that before I start the next quest. Also, we have 55 soul shards. Wow. That was pretty gosh darn epic. I have to say that was a way better ending than Act 1's final scenario against that, was the Orc King? The Orc King was a wimp. This guy was brutal. And then having to go and move all around to get the blood gems. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Also, it was long. So if I made errors, I'm sorry. It's a lot to keep track of. And I mean, I know I made errors. I recorded and edited the first video before I got to the second one. And yeah, I saw all those errors I made. I apologize. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've got 4 quests left. If we want to do the Vesturius LAIR, which I'm thinking I'd like to get that dragon, take him on. I mean, just look at him. I want to take him on, and I want to fight all 5 heads. But I'm sure I'll make tons of mistakes because there'll be tons to track. But I just think this is an amazing mini, and it'd be super fun to try and fight him. So I might take a week or two off because I did record a bunch of this in a row, and then I'll jump back in. There's 4 quests for that campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you have any comments or notes about that campaign, let me know so I know ahead of time. Awesome. I'll catch you at the next stop.